guys, Mitch Ryan here. I wanted to shoot this quick video because I've had some clients asking about how do I loosen up my hips? How do I stretch? How do I get more limber in my hip area, right? They're trying to loosen up for workouts. Our hips are really tight. How do we get beyond that? And I was trying to look all over YouTube, finding some clips of some other hip stretches to send to people, to clients. But all I could find was these super limber yoga instructors doing all these crazy moves that I'm like, I can't even do that. You know, I don't even remember the last time when I was able to sit like Indian style super comfortably. So I'm not the most flexible person you're ever gonna meet, but I wanted to give you 4 really good hip stretches that you can do as someone who's not already incredibly flexible, right? And I call this kind of a 4-point hip stretch. So these 4 hip stretches, if you can do these regularly, is really gonna help loosen up your hips. So the biggest thing, you're starting on one knee, you're nice and tall, one leg's down, and you're reaching forward, really pushing the hips forward, stretching this hip flexor area right here. We wanna make sure that we're really squeezing the glute to push your hips forward, staying tall. If you're doing this, it's not really working. We gotta stay up nice and tall, nice big proud chest, stretching out this hip. It's really, really important to get this hip nice and stretched, nice and loose. So this is the first of the 4 stretches right here to open up the hip. The second thing you can do from this position is hit in the other leg. We're kind of doing both hips simultaneously. We're gonna kick this leg straight out, toe up, leg straight, reaching down to the toe. We're gonna stretch that leg's hamstring. Make sure that we're not only leaning forward, but we're also kind of dropping our hips a little bit. We can get that hamstring. The other thing you can do here, if we're trying to open up more of the high hamstring, if you bend your knee just a little bit, it'll get a little bit more in the high hamstring, low glute area, stretch those hips. So I like to do kind of a combination of bent knee, straight knee to flex, to stretch that hamstring out real good. And then while that leg is out, if you kind of rotate a little bit to the side, we can get that inner groin area, okay? So weights on your heel, toe up in the air a little bit. We're bending forward and we're trying to just rock our hips back towards our heel and down towards the ground. You should really feel a nice stretch right in this groin area right here. So we're getting that whole hip area stretched out. So this is the 3rd stretch. And then the 4th one, to stretch out the other side of the hip, the IT band, we're gonna take that leg, pull it around in front, and we'll stretch out this IT band area. So you wanna be on this hip. Couple keys here, you want the knee just straight out from the hip at about 45 degrees. Try to lengthen out and straighten out this back leg as much as you can. And then we're just leaning forward, trying to drop this chest down towards the knee as much as you can. Okay, so we're doing those 4 stretches. So that time I had my left knee down, then I'll just switch sides. I'll go to the right knee, so I'll get my right hip flexor, left leg out, get your left hamstring, out to the side, left groin, left leg around in front, and we'll get that left IT band, okay? So these are 4 really simple stretches that you can do, and you don't have to already be flexible to do these, but stretching takes consistency and it takes really intentional stretching. The last point, you're just kind of hanging out here doing this, you'll get loosened up, but it's really not gonna make you more flexible. You've really gotta push and you've really gotta stretch this muscle out a little bit, painful discomfort, to make that more limber on a regular basis, okay? Hope this video helps out. Start doing this every day, especially before your leg workout, and you'll really start to see a difference.